And our last presentation of the afternoon is titled A Joint. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's kind of involved. Double act.
Chair. We're going to do this slightly differently. It's late in the afternoon, and you've already had enough from me, but we're going to try and do this more like a sort of Parkinson type interview, just to break up the afternoon a bit. But also because my colleague is kind of nervous, so he's going to give him some prompts. Well, they're a very confident presentation. So this next presentation, let's call it a conversation, is about Aminu work for the last few years on based around Virgin Atlantic. And I mentioned before ethnography. This is an ethnography, and he's going to tell us about that. But do you want to describe yourself and who you are and what you're doing?
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Aminu, and I'm doing a PhD in social media, looking at the role of social media and customer relationship management, and having Plaza Atlantic as a cluster. I'm in the faculty of business and management history at National University. I have got a background in the telecommunication industry, where I worked for 7 to 8 years in a Nigerian Communication Satellite Limited, which is the first geostationary satellite company in sub-Saharan Africa. I have a first degree in political science from Bayero University in Nigeria, and then I did my master's in Information Technology for Management from Coventry University in 2006. And then I got the student membership of British Computer Society, which has now developed into a professional membership. And my curiosity about the digital space started when I was doing my master's program. At that time, there wasn't anything like social media, 2006, and my research topic at that time was customer relationship, the strategic analysis of customer relationship management of Virgin Atlantic Airlines. That was how I developed interest in Virgin Atlantic, developed interest in the man Richard Branson, and eventually I decided to further move with a PhD, but this time around looking at CRM system from the marketing point of view, having looked at it earlier from the IT point of view.
Okay, so you were looking at CRM. Are you all familiar with CRM, customer relationship management? Okay, so what was CRM then, and what is CRM now?
At that time, CRM was just about the company, about the back office staff, about the company telling you what to do about the company, promoting its services to you. Not the other way around, when the customer now tells the company what he wants, what he expects the company now engages the customer as a team player in the business, because the social media have revolutionized customer relationship management now, in the sense that customers now see themselves as the kings, not the other way around, when they all say that the companies see the customer as the king. The customer now, he holds the power. He has the power and he can dictate the pace of the company, change the products and services of the company.
So the assumption then was that the CRM that you looked at in 2006, that all companies were buying into, was finished, it's dead. And it's been replaced somehow by absorbing social media traffic the way that Robert was talking about.
CRM is not dead yet. I attended a conference of the Academy of Marketing titled CRM Best in Peace in December last year, and this was the topic of discussion. Companies still use old CRM methods. For example, companies still share questionnaires. They still share questionnaires, and use transactional data as well, which is still the old fashion of doing CRM. But with the advent of the Web 2.0, things started changing dramatically in the sense that the online platform has been seen as the fastest way to engage the customer and then get the customer involved in a particular matter.
Okay, so looking at Virgin Atlantic, which you've done in detail before, they're heavily involved in social media. So what was your study trying to do? What are you trying to achieve with your study?
I'm trying to look at to find out if Virgin Atlantic use customer relationship management, and if they do, to what extent, and then how has it affected the business in its entirety.
Why Virgin Atlantic?
Virgin Atlantic has always been known to be one of the best companies when it comes to digital engagement right from time. And Virgin Atlantic as well is a top player when it comes to the airline industry. They play a critical role, a leading role per se in use of technology, because they have always been a technology-minded brand.
Okay, so you're going to do this. How are you going to find the answers, and how have you been trying to understand the nature? What's your method?
I'm doing an exploratory research, which involves multi-method, where I'm using multi-method data collection, which I'm using archival study, case study, and ethnography and ethnography.
Was Virgin involved in supporting you in this work?
No. This is completely independent. It is one out of the passion I think I have for the airline personally, and the personal Richard Branson. So when I did my master's project, that was when I realized what the Virgin brand was all about.
Okay. So your first part was probably a bit like Rogan was talking about, being in that space. So did you use the term ethnography?
Came across it.
Yeah. Did you interact with Glastonbury Festival and with the festival goers?
A little, but not too much.
Okay, so that was your first part, was the virtual ethnography. And then the second part was the actual
Field technology.
Okay. So let's talk about those two methods then. And the first part, which was the ethnography, what did that involve then? So it's like you just got straight on Twitter. Where were you looking at?
Ethnography, I concentrated on Facebook and Twitter. Why Facebook and Twitter? Because they are the major social media platforms. And they have large followers. during the Christmas period of 2012, I did a study of I got all the tweets and Facebook posts made by customers on the airline's Facebook page for 1 week and did content analysis after all. And the results as at that time were clearly showing the company really engages and makes use of social media.
Shall we have a look at some of what you looked at there? So
This is the Facebook page of Virgin Atlantic Company as of yesterday. 303,803 likes. As of December last year, it only had 187,000 likes. It's almost double the figure now, so you can see how people are really still embracing social media.
And what were you finding that they were talking about? What was the conversations about?
Basically, the conversations were about services, were about excitement, level of excitement, and emotional appeal of the company. And mostly there were mostly comments and recommendations of airline. Only a few times when negative posts were made, and in such situations, the company immediately responds and such issues amicably.
So this is then the Twitter
This is the
page.
Twitter page.
Okay, so you've got the brand thing and the followers.
274,000 followers.
Quarterly followers on Twitter, but also 43,000 tweets that the company has made in a few years. So that's an awful lot of
That's from
people
2009.
tweeting there. Again, was there any changes with Twitter?
Yeah. As of last year as well, they had about 100,000 followers. Yeah, 100,000 followers.
So it's really exploded.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
And what sort of things again they're talking about on Twitter?
Yeah, on the left-hand side, Facebook and page of the airline, people are just commenting about their experiences, about examples, looking forward to getting on the flight. Likewise, the Twitter page, the airline post a lot of information, especially on Twitter. They update it regularly and they are very engaging. So it just basically shows how the traffic is on both Twitter and Facebook, because the airline make maximum use of both Twitter and Facebook than any other social media platform.
So you were following all of those and
Yeah.
those conversations. Okay, so a week of looking at those major traffic, what was the assumptions that you came up with?
Yeah, it was clear the airline have explored the opportunities in social media, and they are making good use of it to their advantage, because people follow the airline. There are people from their comments. I've seen a lot of posts where people never flew on Virgin Atlantic. I've myself, I've never flew on Virgin Atlantic until last year. I've known a lot about it, and I've been following it right from flight content.
So on social media, you've got people that are flying and engaging with the airline,
Yeah,
saying how exciting it is,
yeah.
and then a whole lot of other people that have never flown, but still saying the same thing. So in terms of that typology that I was coming out with, you've got this sort of different levels of consumption. But they seem to be what we call Generation Y, affluent, educated, connected.
Yeah, both
quite
ones.
critical.
Yeah, very good together, connected at each of them, and then the connected ones.
So I saw some of the data. I thought it was very interesting because of that typology and how people are using Virgin Atlantic in conspicuous consumption. You know, I'm off there. It's not just EasyJet that I'm on Virgin Atlantic. So this says something about me and what the Virgin brand says. And Virgin brand itself has a whole lot of other meanings. So it's how people are using in the digital space, that brand, to say things about themselves, rather than about the airline. It's more about me, not about
Yeah.
Virgin Atlantic.
Flying tomorrow.
But Virgin's also using a lot of other new technologies anyway, aren't they?
Yes, yes.
It's bizarre.
Just recently, 2 weeks ago, they signed an agreement with the software companies in Facebook. They're using it to, they're going to be using it to be able to engage their customers more and develop their customer and develop their experiences more.
Okay. But I mean, Virgin's very much into technology anyway, and this is again bizarre thing. Your experience was, the remote checking online. You don't even need to see someone when you get to the airport. So remote, people are loving that in a bizarre way.
Yeah,
That kind of remoteness also becomes an intimacy.
Yeah, because people feel that control, feel that moving themselves.
Okay, so you've done that piece of work, so it looks as if your original assumptions about CRM, questionnaire-based and transaction-based is finished. Okay. So that was
Not finished.
the assumption. And we go on to the next stage of research, which is the ethnography. So tell us about the ethnography. What were you going to do then? Why?
I embarked on 3 trips. Each one from Heathrow to JFK Kennedy Airport, and right from the booking process, I did everything online. I booked for my air ticket and I paid online. I checked in from the airline. I checked in for the flight. I selected my seats, everything, and then printed my boarding pass. I had a boarding pass, a mobile boarding pass. Went to the airport, straight to the counter. I used my mobile boarding pass, boarded, and then as I was going through this process, I was snapping, taking pictures, and posting text messages on various social media platforms. And this time around, I used also Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Flickr. And I was posting pictures, and people were responding. People were following the company. At a point in time, started following me and then making comments.
So what was the point of doing all of this? It sounds nice going to Tobago and New York. So what was the point? What are you going to learn from this?
Just to learn, to have a personal experience of, to get engaged of what is happening in the airline, being a participant observer, because my identity was concealed. The airline didn't know I was doing the research. I was just traveling as a normal traveler.
So these are some of your pictures here.
This was a picture snapped in Blackwood Airport. Yeah.
So you're sharing all of these things?
I was sharing all this online, and then the company were responding there. And then that was a video taken while on board through the window, and I posted it on YouTube, and within 2 weeks, so it had like 15 views or something. Less than 3 weeks, then it had like 50 views. And this is the runway that we got. That's the back gloves on that we got.
So those are the sorts
And
of...
that shows you that everybody is independently doing things themselves, checking in and printing out their own information.
Some more of those. Virgin Atlantic going to Edinburgh.
Yeah, going to Edinburgh on the literary short haul. These are passengers boarding the plane. That's the weather Atlantic handler on the runway at Heathrow Airport. And that's Edinburgh Airport. That's the weather Atlantic checking in.
Yeah, I think I saw a lot of your pictures from Tobago as well. It seems to be a really nice place. Surprised you came back actually, I was saying. So engaging. Okay, so that's your personal involvement, your ethnography. So you're analysing your own experiences, but also using the opportunity to talk to other people. Okay. So what did you find yourself from your own experience from this training?
From my own experience, first of all, the level of excitement, because it wasn't, I was mixing pleasure and study, because it's like I was going away on break, going to New York, going on break. All I had to do was get on the plane, take my pen and paper, and then my mobile phone, posting pictures, and then do the same thing on my way back. But once I go there, I have nothing doing anywhere, just to relax and sit down and explore the time.
So,
There was this partner statement, and then I found out also how the airline dedicate much more resources on the social media, because they virtually follow you and they keep track of you. Because I've had comments when they say, Aminu, you've been traveling a lot, looking forward to see you again, have a good time, and enjoy the big apple.
was that scary?
It wasn't really, because I was expecting it actually, but at the beginning they were not responding until from my return flight. And first, at the beginning the airline was not responding, but later on I think when it got more engaging, and then a couple of friends and family were also commenting and following, liking my post and everything, which I all later on analyzed.
Yeah. So that we were talking about this earlier about people from work. Okay, so you left your place in college to do your PhD, they're still engaged with you, and there you are going off to New York. So what are they saying? Is
I had this particular colleague when I was going to Chicago, I think I posted, I've checked in for the plan, I'm looking forward to getting on the plane. And then he responded in our local dialect on Facebook, and the translation was Bushman, why are you telling us? And I laughed to myself and said, you are the Bushman because you don't know what I'm doing. So it's people were very engaging, and throughout the period, people and the company as well.
So you also, the second part of this study was to talk to other Virgin travellers, and just in a natural sort of way, because you were always grateful for this departure land. So what did you learn from your fellow travellers?
I had a couple of discussions with travellers, a lot of travellers. I spoke with people that still use the traditional way of booking through agents, looking for their flights through agents. I've come across a lady that has an iPhone. She never uses it for any social network site, and she just uses text message and everything. And then I have seen someone that never uses any social media. All he does with the airline is exchange emails. And I've met this 84-year-old person that says he booked his whole journey as a package to Tobago, and he did everything online, and then he was used to traditionally doing it with agents, but with the advent of internet, he now does everything in the comfort of his home. So there was a lady I met at Edinburgh as well. When I spoke to her about social media, she said, no, don't go into that. Because she's not interested and she's not willing to learn clearly. But I think it has to do with the age barrier. From what I've seen, most of the people that are not fully engaged on social media are older people. And then the middle-aged people, averagely some are in so much, but the young ones are so much into use of social media.
But in general, the people that you were sat next to and that you were engaging with, loyal Virgin customers, were not digital natives at all, were not on
Yeah,
a lot of
I've seen, there was a lady I traveled to, she has been flying with the airline for 15 years. I met someone that has been flying with the airline for 40 years. And when I asked them why, the only reason they have is Richard Branson. Richard Branson, people keep talking about Richard Branson, why Richard Branson? There was this person that said he believes anything that Richard Branson puts his hands on, it's surely going to.
So overall, the assumption from part one that Virgin's appealing to digital natives wasn't borne out by people that you were travelling with. And it was like 20th century. And questionnaires still being given out. And traditional marketing and traditional branding is still alive and well. So, yeah. Okay. So where do you go? Okay. Don't jump to conclusions. You look at your data and you think what's happening there. You look at it from a different perspective. An ethnography than an ethnography, and it's a different picture. It's a different, whole new landscape. Isn't it?
Yeah, basically, like I said, the company has still using the old-fashioned tools, ways of doing things, but they have embraced new ways of doing things, the social media concept, and they're investing a lot on new software. I remember when I was doing my study in 2006, Virgin Atlantic had 9 big IBM Lana servers that were dedicated for the Sierra. But as 2005, they invested, I can't remember that, they invested a lot of money and they deployed only 2 or 3 IBM servers, that Sun Microsystems IBM servers. And at that time, they were the only airline company to have invested so much in the IT infrastructure. So they have been investing so much on IT even before the advent of social media, because I think they believe so much in usage of IT. Because I remember that time they were using IT to even manage their queuing system, which was deployed by Lana as well.
Okay, so they've got this huge explosion of social media engagement at the same time as traditional branding and based around Branson and traditional marketing is happening as well. So it's just increasing their costs.
Yeah, it's increasing their costs because people now use the social media a lot in contacting the company. It's saving them a lot. They don't need to have bad stuff.
But like the point I made earlier about social media tools being free to use, there's actually a huge cost there. 43,000 tweets from Virgin Atlantic. That's a lot of people employed to write those stuff. So it's actually a phenomenal cost. And then the people to monitor that traffic and so on. So they're investing substantially.
No, I think they're not just investing on human beings, they're investing on software as well. Because some of those things, software goes in. So it might be a bit more easier and cheaper for them.
Okay. So the picture is a lot more complicated. And so what have we learned overall from these 2 studies that we saw?
Yeah,
Virgin Atlantic concerned.
Virgin Atlantic have gotten themselves a niche in the market when it comes to use of technology and social media, because people see the brand as very expensive, but what you get the best value out of it. When I traveled with it, my expectations were very high, and I wasn't disappointed because I got the best of services. I traveled with British Airways severally, but I have traveled even on business class on British Airways, but the services I got on economy from Heathrow to New York was far more better than the service I got on British Airways and business class. It's not, it's all about caring and making sure you're comfortable as a customer. And there was a time I requested for water on British Airways, and I was told, no, sorry, we're about landing. And that was it. What does it take?
So Virgin Atlantic have embraced, appear to have embraced social media, but
They have surpassed my expectations.
but they're still
But
heavily involved in
they're
that
still
tradition.
involved in that traditional way of doing things, and then social media is here to stay, and then the airline has clearly embraced social media, and they're still exploring more ways. Like the recent trial they had with the Google glasses, which was very successful through Apple. So they're always looking into ways of investing more on social on IT infrastructure, for example.
Okay, so it's a very interesting time for the airline, and the valuable study in these last couple of years. Where are you going with this research now?
Sorry,
What are you doing now on the project?
what I'm doing now basically is I have just finished doing the analysis of the field notes I took on the trip using conversational analysis, and which some of the results were clearly illustrated. So but for the purpose of validity and reliability, I intend to use the software NVIDIA in particular to again analyze this data. But this time around, I'm just going to get the data from Facebook, from the Facebook, Twitter page, like I did earlier on the virtual ethnography. So basically, after that, I should be prepared for my final write-up, due to submit it, all things being the next year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you for an interesting twist on the Frost Nixon interview. Any questions, any reactions from our live stream? Nothing? Yeah. Any questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
You know when you were looking at the tweets and the Facebooks, what sort of people did you find the most influential? Were they the people with the most followers or the people that tweet the most?
No, people that cricket most.
Not the people that had the most followers?
No, I wasn't concerned about followers, I was concerned about the content.
Oh, just... Right.
Well, where this question is coming from, because Emma's had faced that conundrum in her own research, where she found people who were they were highly influential people, and then they were very active people, but they weren't necessarily the same people. So we tweet quite a lot, and then there are people with huge followers, but not necessarily the same people. And as a B2B marketer, which one do you react to? The person who's complaining all the time to 15 people, or the person who's complaining once to 15,000?
Yeah. Well, our suspicion is that Virgin will look at the influence, how many followers, how much traffic there is, and will respond more vigorously to more influential people, rather than ones that are just talking all the time.
Yeah.
So the more Twitter followers you've got, the more friends you've got on Facebook, or the more traffic you've got around Facebook, the more influential. So you're going to be more beneficial to the brand, so they'll nurture that. But we don't know that. We're not
To be fair to Virgin, the response, the average